Alrighty, welcome back to Table Talk. If you eat something sweet, does your body go on a steady hum or does it go on a roller coaster ride? Because sugar is sugar after all, right? Well, it's kind of like gas. It's not all the same. There's race fuel and then there's regular standard 87 octane. Not all sugar burns in your body the same way. My name is Tyler with Freedom Table. This is Table Talk. It's our live weekly webinar. I don't know if that's there we go. It's our live weekly webinar, Table Talk, where we talk about food labels, nutrition topics, and everything that's surrounding food. So today we are talking about fruit sugar versus what I'm going to just call candy sugar. It's basically every other type of sugar. So the few things to go over today. The first is understanding that sugar is not evil. It's just sugar. But what that it's packaged with makes all the difference in how your body responds to it. The second thing is learning how to tell the difference between natural sugar with purpose and added sugar that has problems. So as usual, you need to make it clear the intention's not to bash anything or anyone for, loving sweets. I love ice cream. That's, my thing for sure. And we're definitely not saying that fruit is perfect or that candy sugar is bad. There's a time and a place for both. This is about awareness and discernment and learning how the company that your sugar shows up with to the party determines whether it's serving you or whether it spikes you. So like I said, I'm going to refer to the other sugar as candy sugar, just to keep them clear. So we have fruit sugar and candy sugar. So to just guide you through a little bit of understanding how your body reacts to sugar, how it acts differently depending on the source, and how you can use that information to make smarter choices around food. So sugar at the end of the day is a carbohydrate. Your body breaks it down into glucose, just like every other carbohydrate, for energy. How it gets to that point is what matters. Fruit sugar comes packaged with fiber, water, and other nutrients. Candy sugar comes with additives and oil. So it's like if you have two friends coming over, let's call them like Bill and Jim. Jim is a fun guy to be around, kind of more on the normal side. But when Jim gets together with Bill, they get really turned up. It's like shots all day, and they both gain up and they get together, and it turns a normal get together into a rager. But if Jim comes over with his wife, Jim's on good behavior. He's polite, he's kind, he reads the room well, and the get together stays just a get together. So depending on who sugar shows up with will really determine on how your body reacts. Sugar in the fruit comes with fiber. Fiber slows your digestion. It's like putting a speed bump in your bloodstream. The sugar in a candy bar comes with additives and oil, and it's showing up like it's a wide open freeway, 100 miles an hour. Another example would be that fruit sugar is like a nice campfire on the back porch. Slow, steady, it's putting out warmth all night. Candy sugar is like gasoline on the coals. Big flame, big crash. So it's also a difference in how your body processes it. For fruit, you have to chew it. There's fiber, there's physical volume, and there's water. When you eat candy sugar, your body says, thanks, we're going to dump this straight into your bloodstream. There's no speed bumps. There's no slowing down. It's straight into the blood. So in fruit, sugar hangs out with the fiber, which slows the absorption. We kind of talked about that. It keeps your body from dumping it into the bloodstream and lets it get slowly absorbed over time. It also has water, which adds volume and hydration, kind of diluting the sugar a little bit, if you will. And then the vitamins and minerals in the fruit also give your body some nourishment and some other things to work on other than the only input being sugar. In candy sugar, it's hanging out with some oils and additives and whatever else it's with, which obviously all increase the calories. Artificial flavors and that are, it's usually packaged with are tricking your taste buds, and preservatives, like we've talked in the past, that extend shelf life, not your life. So even though they both have sugar, The crew that they're rolling with determines the outcome. Fruit sugar is fuel for the body. Candy sugar feeds nothing but cravings. Some people can get a little nervous about fruit and the sugar content of it. Maybe see something online that says like an apple has more sugar than a donut or whatever it is. But the problem is rarely the apple. It's all the extras that sneak in with it. Balance doesn't mean that you never eat dessert. It means that dessert is not driving the car. So let's talk about what happens when you eat sugar, because that's where the story kind of takes a turn. When you eat fruit, sugar takes the scenic route through the mountains. Fiber is like traffic lights in the little towns that you're passing through. It slows down the flow of glucose into your bloodstream. Water adds the volume, helping you feel full and more satiated. Your digestive tract is working gradually, releasing that energy steadily over time. That's why if you eat an apple, you'll end up feeling pretty good for a longer period of time, maybe an hour or two. It's burning up slower and stable. But when you eat candy sugar, that's like taking the HOV lane on the highway. No fiber, no brakes. It goes straight into your blood sugar and spikes it like a rocket launch. And then your body reacts. Yeah, and it kind of panics, really. It's almost literally saying like, hey, this is too much, too fast. So your insulin surges to clean up the mess, which drops your blood sugar quickly. Everything's happening fast. How long before you want another bite of candy? Is it 10 minutes or 10 seconds? You're craving more like almost immediately. That's the sugar roller coaster. The difference isn't moral. There's no bad or good food. It's mechanical. One burns clean and one burns way too fast. Sugar isn't just physical either. It's chemical inside your body. Candy triggers a part of your brain that rewards you. The dopamine response. And that's why almost no one on the planet can have just like one bite of a Snickers bar. You're not weak. You're wired to do that because you're getting a dopamine hit from it. More dopamine necessitates more dopamine. Fruit, though, satisfies a craving because your body does crave energy, and it can get that from sugar, and it knows that. But it craves it, and then you eat something like an apple, and it closes the loop. You get sweetness, you get chewing, the hydration, the nutrition. Your body's like, cool, that's what we needed. We've got the sugar in the system now, and the energy in the system through the carbohydrate, and the cravings end. Processed sweets are keeping the door wide open. They give you the taste without the satisfaction. So you're looking again and again and again for more and more and more. So to kind of wrap up, just a quick one tonight, fruit sugar versus candy sugar. I'm not saying don't eat candy. Freedom Table is not about rules. It's about awareness, especially the table talk, just bringing awareness to things so you can make better decisions. And if you know what candy is going to do to you and you don't want that to happen, then you're prepared to make a different decision. Or you can enjoy it when you choose to, not when it's telling you to. So thanks so much. A quick one for tonight, fruit sugar versus candy sugar. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.